Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, everybody? Let's turn this volume up. Happy Thursday, Cappers Nation Live. What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day today. It's going to be a great day, that is for sure. See everybody tuning in already. Got a little crowd building. We got our message going out to all our faithful subscribers and followers. YouTube finally sent out a notification. Happy Thursday. Let's see who's all in the house. We're just getting my windows up and running here. Everything is behind and lollygagging around. Lux Boss hanging out in the house first. Lewis Campbell, Toby Felton, good afternoon. Mr. Robert Beeman, how are you, sir? Frankie Diamond, Jacob Ruff, Nathan in the house. Big Dave in the house. Anthony Ramcharan, how are you, sir? I'll box you. Roland, Lux Boss, I already called you. Patrick, how are you? Roland M, King Albert, Crazed Andrew. Edward in the house. Christopher Bayer in the house. Jim Romo. Time to double up your bankroll. I do agree, sir. I do agree. King Albert says you're getting your ass handed to you in baseball. That all changes today. Absolutely. Jonathan, how are you, sir? Prantia in the house. I know I'm ready for a hell of a day today. You know, and it's going to be a good one. That is for sure. For some reason, my remote camera doesn't want to send out a remote signal. Joy. Joy to the world. There we go. Now it's popping up finally. Finally. Everything nice and slow today. That is for sure. Slow, slow, slow. In 1 second, guys. We've got our text message going out to all of our loyal viewers. Reginald in the house. What's going on, bud? Joe Dirt in the house. What's up, buddy? Glad to see you got your phone fixed. Hang tight, guys. I'm almost done getting this out. And we go out at the 18-minute mark and click schedule. Alrighty. Eden Marks in the house. What's going on, guys? Reginald, just another day, another dollar, hopefully. Looking for a big bounce back on my personal plays. Premium plays coming off a winning day. System plays closed out another winner yesterday. And another winner today. Jose, what's going on, buddy? Jose's just jumped on board the system plays. Glad to have you, bud. System plays just closed out another nice winner on the Detroit Tigers minus $1.05 just a few minutes ago. Congratulations, everybody there. 3-0 on system play so far to start the Major League Baseball year. Be able to put that in the win column. Anybody got a score update on the Boston game? Oh, 2-0. Okay, at least they scored. They got a couple runs up on the board. First inning, Boston's got a couple runs up. Jacob, give me a call when we get off live, and I'll be more than happy to walk you through it. It's a progressive style of betting Major League Baseball that is very, very, very successful. And people that want to say, not when I say people, meaning other services, want to, they talk shit about them or say that, they're a scam or they're just out to get your money or this or that. It's because they just don't have the intellectual capability to handicap this style of play. It's not for everybody. And there's a reason why only a handful of services and the biggest services and the most successful services and the most successful sports bettors all bet this style of play. Especially with the type of money that it puts in people's pockets. You're not going to have like a big score like you do on Guaranteed Saturday where you just bang the book on one big game. But what you're going to get is you're going to get to hammer your book a lot of times for a little bit amounts or littler amounts. So, for instance, I bet $5K on every one of our premium plays. I bet anywhere from $750 to $1,000 on our system plays because I know that I'm going to have to increase my bets as the system continues. So my liability and my risk will be just as much as a premium play at one point if it gets that far. I'll be able to hammer my book 130, 140 plus times at $1,000 a game throughout a 7.5 month season. So they're a great way to pad your bankroll, especially moving baseball all the way up into football. They'll put money in your pocket, and they're definite money makers. That's for sure. They're not for everybody, but if you like something where the stress level is not as high as putting it on a Guaranteed Saturday play or premium plays, something like that, you want to be able to bet less and win more long term, then that's what they're there for. Jason, how are you, sir? Channel S. So anybody who's ever got a question on what a system play is or how to play one, Little Dizzer, how are you, sir? Feel free to give me a call when we're done filming live, and I'll be able to walk you through it. I always check up with every single buddy that purchases them. That way, they're betting them properly and they understand them. And after the very first day that they're with us, that they understand exactly what happens and how it happens. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, Jason, fade mush for the win. It's kind of like fade bozo. He ain't much different. They probably two peas in a pod and probably came from the same place. Fade bozo for the win. Fade mush for the win. That's all the free plays in the world that anybody needs. Jose, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for joining in with us. Frankie Diamond. Hang tight, guys. Give me one second. Oh, 3-0 Boston. I love to hear that one. Love to hear that one. Hang tight, guys. Give me just a couple seconds real quick. Hold on. 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, bye. Yep. Okay. You're all good to go. We're back. Who's ready for a monster Thursday? Who's ready for some winners? Lucky Lefty. Been a minute, Kyle. Been on vacation. Hope your vacation was great. Where'd you get to go? Richard, what's going on, sir? Raymond, what's going on? Man, my phone doesn't go off. All day. Well, it did this morning, but once I put out the games, it doesn't go out. Or it doesn't go off at all. And then all of a sudden, non-stop. Non-stop, it wants to go off as soon as we go live. But isn't that the way it always is? All right, guys, hang 1 second. I'm just sending out my one personal play of the day to a client. Okay. But did you get my text regarding system plays from MLB? Richard, can you send the text message again? Because if I got it, I would have replied to it. I definitely would have replied to it, bud. So do me a favor, send it again while we're on live. That way I could see it come through. Let me know that you sent it. That way you're sending it. Because if I would have got it, I definitely would have replied to it. Johnny K says, "What's up, nation? I see I'm not the only one on the Red Sox. I'm on the Red Sox over in that game." All right, Richard, I just saw a message come through. Soon as we're off live, bud, I'll send you a message. But I did just get it. Zuzu, how are you, sir? Thank you, William. Freshly clean cut. Arturo P, what's going on, buddy? What's going on, guys and gals? Cappers Nation Live. Got some college basketball today. Just a couple NBA games on the board, 3 to be exact. Bucks and the 76ers, Cavs and the Kings, Warriors and the Lakers. If you ask me, it's a fairly shitty card today. Shannon, how are you? How are you? Tom Weiner, how are you? I'm glad you had a Vegas. Yes, definitely. Too bad we were not able to meet up. Wish you were in town for more than just the day and a half. But unfortunately, business calls, you know. I'm sure you'll get back out this way soon. B. Fulton, what's going on, bud? 2 premium plays on the board today. I only have 1 personal play. I'm only playing 1 game today myself, other than, you know, the other games that I'm betting with the company. We had 4 system plays rolling. We just knocked down one winner. On the Detroit Tigers, laying $1.05, so make our system plays 3-0 to start the year. Three more to go today. Closing out 1, 2 brand new ones starting. Let's see here. Zuzu says a big public fade on the Golden State under. You know, I don't put too much emphasis on fading the public or the sharps or wherever the money's at. And I've said this before. I might glance at it, but I make my plays regardless of where the money's going. I make my plays regardless of where the money's at and where it's going. There we go. Now we got switched over to the main camera. Finally. First time going live this week. I'll tell you one thing. I think it's been over 2 months since we did not go live on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And how many of you guys were jonesing for Cappers Nation Live and some additional free plays? I'm sure there was a few of you because I did get some messages. When are you going live? You going live today? Going live today? Going live today? It's not that I didn't want to. Some other things got in the way of that one. But we're here for our regularly scheduled Thursday show. Arturo, you were starting to get worried? Nah. Free plays starting out the month. So far, so good. Just 3 days completed in the new month of April. We're 2 wins and a push so far. Free play record so far on the year, 123, 90, and 1. 123, 90, and 1. Not bad. Could be a lot better. March did not treat us the best. King Albert, that's the quickest way to start winning is tell people to start fading you. Or when you start betting the opposite side of your own plays. Dave, you're too hard on yourself. Jared, how are you, sir? Where did the... Okay. Is that Jack in your Yeti? No comment. No comment. You see me start swaying back in my chair and slurring my speech. Lunchtime here on the West Coast. Well, just getting over lunchtime. Jack in the Yeti. Sounds like a plan. What we're going to do today, guys, we're going to go over some college basketball action. There's 2 games left on the board today for college basketball. We're going to hit that. We're going to hit it hard, get you guys some breakdowns on both of those games. We're going to take a look at some of this little NBA action today. We're going to take a look a little bit at Major League Baseball. A lot of hockey games on the board. NHL season winding down, just a couple days left of the regular season. Doug, what's going on, buddy? How are you, sir? Thank you for always joining us. And as Ronald M. just said to King Albert, today your luck turns around, buddy. You know, every bad run has to end at one point. And it's definitely going to end. Jared just says 3-run shot by the A's. Is it tied up 3-3, Jared? Nice. 3-3. I like it. I like it then for the fact that it's tied. Because anything can happen in baseball with just a couple swings of the bat in one inning. And over 9, actually over 8.5, we need 9 runs for another free play. Yeah, Richard, Philly yesterday. Yeah, speaking of anything, as Jared just said, those damn Phillies. You know, if you just looked at the box score and you looked at the score updates on your phone and you're like, all right, we're winning. Okay, we're tied. It's very frustrating. But if you would have watched that game live, you'd want to throw your remote through the TV or your phone through the wall. And boy, was that a frustrating game to watch, especially towards the end. It doesn't help that, you know, I have a box on top. It's actually blocking the little spot where the remote hits on the TV. But yeah, the Phillies game yesterday was definitely... Yeah, Mush's fault. I liked how he tweeted out that it was the best play in the world when the Phillies took the lead. It was like, you spoke too soon. But, I mean, let's be honest. The first baseman should have caught that ball. Plain and simple. First baseman should have caught that ball. Plain and simple. It was a very catchable ball. I hear you, Dave. How about the Orioles beating up on the Yankees? It's early, still bottom of the 5th, but they're up 3-1. Steven, how are you, sir? Roland, he's one of the Barstool guys. Barstool Sports guys. You know, him and Bozo, 2 peas in the pod, probably. Good to hear, Steven. Love hearing that. King Albert, it was one of my personal plays yesterday. Early action, and they let us down. They let us down. Cedric, Texas, how are you, sir? Rolling a bunch of ding-dongs. Yeah, it wouldn't bother me if my TV would turn on. I don't know what the hell is it not doing. Come on, turn on. I'd like to turn on the game. Lewis, you need the Yankees bats. Speaking of live bets, so yesterday during the Phillies game, I think it was, what, the 7th, or the end of the 6th before the 7th, the Phillies live bet to win the game were plus 595. So I fired live. So I fired on the live at plus 595. I fired them live earlier in the game at plus 1.5. So I had the straight bet for 3,500 on the Phillies on the money line. I had them at plus 1.5, and then I bet them live for plus 595. And so when they finally took the lead in the top of the 8th, I was dancing. I was dancing. Me and Dave were celebrating by text message a little too early. We were guilty of it. We were excited. We figured we were 6 outs away. And lo and behold, I ended up hitting the plus 1.5. It got me a little bit back. Would have been nice to hit that plus 595 live bet. That would have been the icing on the cake. Trent, how are you, sir? Glad to have you still on board with us. Alex, what's going on, buddy? Reginald asks, hey, Kyle, how do you feel about taking run line on baseball? Just depends on what it is. I mean, I do take the run lines from time to time. There's got to be a value to taking that versus the money line. And a lot of times I don't mind risking a little more on the money line just for the sole fact that, I mean, how many times do you see it as a 4-3 final, 9-8 final, 7-6 final, 1-0 final, 2-1 final? And unless you're getting plus 1.5, that's a whole different story. There has to be an added value to taking the run line versus the money line. And I factor that into all of our plays. Cedric, Cedric asked a good question. Where did it go? What exactly do system plays mean? Excellent question. I went over this just a little bit ago. I'll go over it again as well, because I have no problem touching base on that one. Shane, how are you, sir? And as B. Fulton just said, as Brandon just said, show my boy some love. People get the thumbs up. If you appreciate all the hard work, guys, that we do to bring you guys the free winning plays, 123 wins, 90 losses, and 4 pushes so far in 2019. 2-0-1 in the month of March on free plays. If you appreciate all that hard work, do us a favor. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a like in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free live shows, the free daily plays, everything that we do. Do us a favor, give us a thumbs up if you appreciate all that hard work. If not, that's no big deal. Hit the thumbs down and on. But back to what Cedric just asked. What exactly is a system play? First of all, it's Major League Baseball only. Not everybody can do these. I mean, any of you guys can bet them. If you can bet baseball, you can bet a system play. Not everybody has the intellectual capability to handicap Major League Baseball to the level that you have to be able to cap it in order to play system plays. All right, there's a reason why so few companies actually partake in them. There's a reason why only the most successful sports bettors that bet Major League Baseball will bet a system play. They all bet it, rest assured. The most successful ones all bet this style of play because it puts money in their pocket consistently. Exactly what is it? It's a progressive style of betting where you're betting individual games in a series of games, either a 3 or a 4 game series that they're essentially going to win one game out of that series. You have to be able to be willing to double up a couple times throughout the course of a series if you do lose a game. However, as soon as you win one, that series is done and you've put money in your pocket. We're not going to put a ton of, a big hit in your pocket at one time. So, like I was explaining to Jose or Victor or everybody else that signed up for our system plays today, which there was a lot of you guys, and thank you guys for all jumping on board. But what you're not going to have is you're not going to have like the big hit like Guaranteed Saturday or My Game of the Week where you just absolutely pound your book, on one big bet. That's not what you're going to have with our system plays. But what you're going to have is you're going to hit your book a smaller amount of time. And the reason why I say smaller is I advise everybody to bet smaller on them. Not because they suck, because they don't suck, but because you have to have the capability in the bankroll in order to double your bet after a loss. So, for instance, I normally bet anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 on premium plays. I back down my bets and I bet anywhere from $750 to $1,000 on our system plays because I know if I'm at $750, next is $1,500, then $3,000. So that's what I do. I always advise people bet smaller. It's okay. It's a 7.5 month season where you're going to pepper your book and you're going to hammer your book 130 to 140 plus times over the next 7 months at that smaller bet. be it $1,000 or $100, or hell, we have people that bet our system plays for $25, a system play. And then you ask, well, if they're only betting $25, how do they afford your package? Well, we have two options, weekly or for the entire season. All right, last year it was weekly and monthly, and that was all you had. For the last 13 years that we've actually given out system plays, it's been weekly or monthly. $700 a month, well, $6.99. I don't want to get caught lying by $1. $6.99 a month, $6.99 a week, or $1,500 for a month. Our system plays were not for the guys betting smaller. However, I asked, and I've been begging and pleading for the last couple of years, lower the price on the system plays because they are such a moneymaker. Long term, we can take players that bet $25, $50 a game. They can make themselves $4,000 or $5,000 betting $25, $50 a game throughout the baseball season. And, you can build them up into bigger players. You could build their bankroll. So finally, Jeff finally started listening to me, and he's allowed me to make what we would normally for the entire Major League Baseball season. Kong, yes, definitely going to be a big bounce back today. So for the price of $1,500 for the entire season, 7.5 months at $1,500, that's $200 a month. Break it down, that's less than $50 a week because on average there's 4.5 weeks in a month. But if you break it down to 4 weeks a month, that's $50 a week. So you're paying less than $50 a week for our system plays. So if you're if you're betting a $25 system play, we only need to win 2 for you to break even, 3 to show a profit. Our goal is 5 to 7 a week. We're already 3-0, and we just started on Monday, and we're already 3-0. We've got 3 wins in. We've got 3 going on left. We're wrapping up 1. Hopefully we'll be able to record it in the win column tonight. We've got 2 brand new ones starting today. So if all goes perfect tonight, our system plays are 6-0, and it's only Thursday. We have more starting tomorrow. We have more system plays starting tomorrow. The system plays are when new series start. Now, that doesn't happen every single time like this, but generally speaking, you're going to see new system plays added on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Those are the 3 days that they're going to be added. However, the rest of the week, we could be playing system plays. So people ask all the time, how does a $25 or a $50 or $100 better benefit from playing $1,500? Well, you do. You have to remember it's a long-term investment over a 7.5 month time span where on average you're paying $50 a week. So, for instance, this week already, a $25 bettor would have already covered his expense plus a 50% profit. If you're betting $500 on system plays because you're a $1,000 or $2,000 player on our premium plays, you've already paid for your system plays for the entire season so far in just 3 days. So system plays. Hold on, Trent. I'll answer. That's a great question for you. That's a great question that you asked. So system plays. You guys are gonna hear Bozo the Clown. We'll talk negative about it. All right, he's just an idiot. No doubt about it. You'll hear other people talk about him and how this and that, they're negative. Here's the reasons why people talk negative about it. They just can't do it. They flat out just can't participate in them. And 2, they're probably not betting their own games, so they probably shouldn't worry about what we're betting on. Because I actually bet our plays. So it takes a very unique individual in this handicapping world to be able to look at a matchup 3 games from now. If it's a 4-game series, you need to know what's going to happen on the 4th game or the 3rd game, or hell, even the 2nd game. What happens if a pitcher's sick, or they decide to switch up the rotation and give a pitcher an extra day's rest, or they bump somebody up? How is that going to play into the game? What if a pitcher ends up being hurt and they get scratched? Who's going to be in line for that rotation? Are they going to pull somebody out of the bullpen, or are they going to come up from AAA? Those are all factors that we put into this. Is a certain player, key player, going to get a rest day, which will be more so later on in the season. So there's a lot of factors, not just let's just pick a series and give you a game and pray that it wins. Let's just throw darts at a board. None of that shit happens here. All right. So anybody who's talking shit about system plays, they just don't have the intellectual capability to handicap them. Plain and simple. So, and rather than, learn, they would rather just talk shit about them and, try and put another company down. So anybody who's out there saying they're a scammer, they're a gimmick, or this or that, just ask our clients. Our clients make money. Ask anybody that had them last year. They made an absolute killing last year. King Albert, yeah. Cedric always, bud. They're not for everybody, but they're a hell of a way to make money. And if you want to hammer your book, 130, 140 times over the next 7 months consistently, even if it's, $100 bettor is going to hammer his book for 13, 14K over the course of 7 months. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but, divide that by 7 months. I'm sure if you're a $100 bettor and you put an extra $2,000 in your pocket on average over the next 7 months, you'd probably be very happy. Or if you're a $50 bettor and you're going to put $1,000 a month in your pocket consistently over the next 7 months, you'd be really, really excited. So you make your money back fairly quickly. If you're a $500 bettor, you've already paid for the entire season. $100 bettor, you're fit the way there after just 3 days. 3.5 days. Jose, you got it. Your math has to be on point in this industry. All this industry is all numbers. It's kind of like a series bet. You're not betting on the series. You're betting on the individual games inside a series. So you're not taking who's going to take the best out of 3 or the best out of 4. That's not how it works. We only need to win 1 game. Plain and simple. Isaac says he's slamming Texas today on the money line against the slumping Angels. Ryan, what's good, buddy? So I tell people all the time, it doesn't matter if you're a $25 bettor or $2,500 bettor. System plays are for everybody. They work for absolutely everybody. Bases loaded on the Sox game. Excellent. I like to hear that. 2 outs. Bases clearing double will get the job done and put the win in the in the free play column for us. Or triple. Did I jinx it? Oh, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. I jinxed it, guys. I apologize. Don't worry, we'll get it. Middle of the 4th, we're halfway over. Garrett Sutter, how are you, sir? Ryan says it's 53 degrees there and doing great. Alrighty, let's see. Garrett likes the Atlanta Braves money line today. Garrett, I'm doing fantastic. Another day, another dollar. Now, I know there was another question. Oh, hold on. Trent asked a good question. Trent, Kyle may be getting ahead of myself, and maybe you already covered it. I hate we have to discuss it. Yeah, me too. But if we lost last guaranteed Saturday play, do we get another one, or do we need to request it? Trent, here's the way that it works. It's win or you get your money back. No questions asked. However, I know all the refunds are still being processed, so they should be landing in people's accounts. I would imagine tomorrow. I've seen them take, depending on what type, who you bank with, as long as up until Monday. But they usually get there Thursday or Friday. Some people, depending on the bank that they have, I think Wells Fargo, B of A, and Chase usually take until the following Monday sometimes. But if you ever want it to be credited towards another package or next week's guaranteed Saturday play, so like if you want it for this Saturday's guaranteed Saturday play, just let me know, and I'll have them stop that refund process, and they'll just credit it to your account. That way you don't even have to worry about purchasing it. It'll already be in your account. So if that's something you want, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to take care of that for you. Jose, credit union next day. I did hear the credit unions are a little faster. I do have Navy Federal Credit Union, but I do most of my banking at Wells Fargo. Dave says he faded Lipscomb the last 4 games, lost everyone. Let's make it 4, baby. Can't stop now. Texas for the win. That's funny. That's funny. All right, let me start logging into my system. We're going to break down these 2 college basketball games. Excuse me. I wish there was 4 college basketball games today. We could only wish that there was. Only 2 today, unfortunately. Saturday is going to be an awesome day, guys. Final 4 going on Saturday. Final 4 going on Saturday. Texas Tech and Michigan State is the later game. The early game is Auburn and Virginia. Only one seed left. We've got a 1 seed, a 3 seed, a 5 seed, and then 11 seed Auburn. Gonna be a hell of a weekend, guys. I look forward to watching both of those games. It's a love-hate relationship, Jose, with Wells Fargo. It definitely is going to be a tough Final 4 for the general public. Opening lines on that one had Michigan State at laying 3. It's now down to 2.5. Total opened up at 132.5. Total still sitting the same. In the Auburn and Virginia game, Virginia opened up as a 5.5-point favorite. It's still all across the board, 5.5. Total opened up at 130.5. It's up to 131. Although I do see MGM bumped it up to 131.5. So definitely going to be some interesting bets made for the Final 4, and I look forward to watching those go down, and we'll start seeing some of those big bets come in. Definitely going to be some good games, though. Okay, Trent, I will definitely, let me make note of that one. Jose just asked, when is the next guaranteed game? Well, there will definitely be guaranteed Saturday, which we do on every single Saturday. But as far as my guaranteed game of the week, my personal game of the week, I am working on one for tomorrow. I need to confirm a couple key pieces of information before I have one. I'll never throw one out that I'm not going to step out on and put $20,000-$25,000 on. So if I'm not that confident, Jose, I'm not going to have one. I've been leaning towards one all week. It's looking like I'm going to have it, but I do need to make sure a few certain key personnel will be participating in that game before I make an announcement. But when it all does go down, you guys will definitely be notified. I'm hoping before I do my the daily free play video for Friday, for tomorrow, I'm hoping I'll be able to make the announcement in that video. Fingers crossed that it all is going to get lined up. And either way, I do feel it's going to be a winner. More Jack, so I announce it. I'm pretty sure it'll happen tomorrow. I just want to confirm every angle that I can before I make it an official play. So, yeah, King Albert says Tom Izzo's got a week to prep, which is going to make him tough. Robert, Kyle, did you ever do the UFC drawing? Yes, the girls in accounting did it internally. Let's see, I can pop up who won. We actually gave away 4 packages. Hold on. Let me log into our database, and I'll see who won the drawing. But they were automatically, they were emailed You know, we did forget to do it live, though. We did. I mean, I wasn't going to do the drawing, but I was going to announce them live, and then we forgot in that Sunday evening. We ended up giving away a 1-year membership and 2 monthly memberships to the UFC, and then we also gave away the next UFC. Which, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. And that's going to be a big card, guys. It's going to be a big card for everybody. Isaac, you're from California and you know how to bet, how to make bets online. Go check out 5 Dimes or Bookmaker. 5dimes.eu is their website. It's a great website. Bookmaker, Bovada. All right, Robert. Davin Jackson won the year. The 2 monthly winners were Angel Lee was one of the monthly winners. And Alan Kane, nope. Sorry, if you're watching, that wasn't the winner. Alex Kane was the other winner of the monthly, and then Antoine Abayani won the next card for free. See, all you Yankee fans, never in doubt, the Yankees came back and are leading for you guys. They won a year of the UFC. We did a promotion the last time we did the UFC. Anybody who purchased it was going to be entered in a drawing. So anybody that purchased our UFC, we entered them in a drawing. The bracket challenge, that's a whole different thing. There are going to be some good prizes. I was going to announce what they were today, but I'm sweetening it up myself. I'm throwing some more stuff into it. Because as of right now, it was going to be 3 first, second, and then a random drawn one. But I'm going to make it even better than that. I'll probably announce it tomorrow because Final Four is Saturday, so I'm going to announce it tomorrow. What those are, because I'm sweetening it up. Going to be putting in a few extra of my personal packages in that the company's not covering in that bracket challenge. Mr. Beeman leading first with 920 points. Goopy won, which is tie in second. B Height in third with 880. Oh man, is it coming down to crunch time? I don't even know where I'm at. I'm way down the list. Way down the list. But I am beating a few of you. And I'm telling you this, there's going to be a prize for the first person that beats me. For the person that is 1 spot ahead of me, there's going to be another special prize. So, if you are 1 spot ahead of me, or you're tied with me, you have to finish 1 spot ahead of me. And if you guys are tied, let's just say you have the same point score as somebody that's 1 spot ahead of me, you guys will both win. I will tell you this, Tom Weiner, infamous Weiner, is 2 spots ahead of me. He's 2 spots ahead of me. I've got 720. Actually, no, he's 1 spot ahead of me. I've got 720. I'm tied with 1, 2, 3, 4 people. And then there's 2 people at 7:30. So if your name is just ESPN and then the bunch of numbers, you better fix that so we know who they are. Because if we don't know who you are and you don't have a real name on it, you're going to have to fix it so we know. Greg, thank you, bud. Absolutely love hearing that stuff. So, Tom Weiner, you're one spot ahead of me. Don't mess it up. All right. So, Rio's Locks, what's going on, bud? What we're going to do now, because we've been just shooting the shit for an hour, we're going to break down these 2 NCAA games today between Green Bay and Marshall, and then Lipscomb and Texas. Let me log into the system here. Into the Alrighty. 6-3. Which game is that? Tell me it's our free play. The Red Sox game is 6-3. That's what I like to hear. I don't know why my TV still hasn't turned on yet. We did it again. There we go. 6-3. I like it. Free play winner. Record that one down. Free plays are now 3-0-1 in the month of April. Excuse me. Month of April. 3-0-1. Consensus plays start the day 1-0. System plays start the day 1-0. Look at that. I miss it. The TV finally turns on. It's a winner chicken dinner, as Prantia just said. Jose, plenty of time. Plenty of time for your Red Sox bet to come through. That game's still early. It's still bottom of the 4th. Very, very, very welcome. Prantia and everybody. Let me mute this. We love winning, and we love winning for you guys. Always a good day when you're hitting your free plays for everybody. But be a better day when we hit our big plays for all our paid clients, because there is a ton of you out there. I did hear everybody that purchased our March Madness package, the week of free premium plays, should be activated, I believe, tomorrow. If not, Saturday. But I think they're coming tomorrow. But they will email every single one of you. Jay or Jeff, one of the two, will email you guys letting you know that it's been activated. No problem, Zach. I do know hang tight, guys. One thing that will make sure, Zach, is that, you have a winning record with us, and your second day with us on the premium plays was not a good one. You had a winning first day. We had a bad second day on the 2nd of April, and then yesterday was a winning day. So, I mean, you've got 2 out of 3 winning days, but that's not enough to cover what we lost on that one losing day. So, we'll take care of you until you make money, until you're up money. We always want to make sure everybody's taken care of. Reginald, hey, Kyle, don't refund me. Is that Reginald for Guaranteed Saturday? I've done it, Jose, but with these 2 teams, it's a gamble. You got it, Reginald. I'll let them know. Grant says, "What's up, Kyle? Been in and out of urgent care all week. FML, but all good now. Thanks for the free play, and I just bet Yanks live right before the dude hit a home run to take the lead. Sorry to hear about the trips in and out of the urgent care. I hope everything's good, Grant, and will continue to be good. Definitely want you to stay healthy there, bud. And you're very welcome for the free play as well for everybody. And then fingers crossed for all you guys that bet the Yankees. I have no dog in that fight, so I'll root for whoever bet what. I'm not a hater, that's for sure. I like to see people win. Lamont, what's going on, bud? We just hit our daily free play. Going to start breaking down some college basketball action. Get you guys on another free play. Oh, Jose, you took the Orioles. All right. Oh, plus 1.5. Okay, we're rooting for the Yankees to win by 1. All right, we're rooting for the Yankees by 1. Lamont, the game we just hit was the over in the Red Sox game. Red Sox and Athletics over 8.5. That was a winner. It just became a winner in the bottom of the 4th. The free plays were about ready to give out. We'll be giving out a little bit later in the show after we break down some college basketball. It's hang tight, guys. Hello.
Call regarding your car's extended warranty. You should have received something in the mail.
Gotta love those calls, folks. Gotta love those calls. Orioles got a runner on first, no outs. Extend that warranty. I don't keep them long enough to do that. Demo Falcone, what did you miss? Some great barbershop talk. We went over system plays and what are they. A lot of this, a lot of that. A free play winner. We just hit the over in the Red Sox Oakland Athletics game, over 8.5. That was a winner. Nothing like winning before happy hour starts, although I know some of you guys' happy hour has already started. Lamont ate work, or I'm at work, in the bathroom hiding, listen. Absolutely love it. Pork chops. Jose's on happy hour in Austin sipping on a Corona. Lucky dog. Cheers, 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 Jose. I will be live again tomorrow. We're going to go live tomorrow at one point. Probably. Not sure just yet on the time yet, but I'll be live again tomorrow as well. Nathan, Google is your friend. Google is your friend. It looks a lot good, but it tastes really, really good. Patsy Keaton, good afternoon. Kyle, did I miss anything? We appreciate you, Kyle. Nope, you haven't missed nothing yet. We're getting ready to break down the college basketball action. If you did not watch our daily free consensus play earlier today, then you missed a winner on the over in the Red Sox game. Gatson Diaz just posted on our video, jackpot, great pick, Red Sox over. Keep it up, my friend. Thank you, Gadsden, if you are watching. Alrighty. Oh, it's a topping for pork chops. I thought you asked, what should you make her? Just that. I was wondering why you would make her just that. I guess I didn't read the and. Grammatical error by me. The grammar police were out in full force yesterday on our YouTube community page. Oh no. Oh no, I spelled the wrong there, and there. Oh no. Guys, if you're new to our channel, first of all, welcome Cappers Nation Live, your all things sports betting show. This is our Thursday edition where we go live each and every single Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. If you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. A lot of great benefits to being a subscriber and tapping that little bell button. Most notably, you're going to get notified, hopefully, when YouTube works. Each and every single time we go live, you'll be notified. Guys, why is there a benefit to going live? Or why is there a benefit to being notified when we... This is where we give away the juice. This is where we give away the big plays. This is where we give away my free personal plays. This is where we give away our premium plays for free. If you want the big plays, you got to watch us live, and it pays to be notified. So tap that little subscribe button. Get subscribed, guys. And if you haven't already done so, please do. If you actually appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free winning plays 7 days a week, 365 days a year, do us a favor. Give us a big... all the hard work that we do to bring you guys all the content 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Just hit that thumbs up button. If you guys are in the live chat on your cell phone or your tablet, just X out of that live chat. And then you'll see that thumbs up button. Reginald, I'll be in it probably forever. I love it. I'll be honest, I wouldn't do this if I didn't like it. Because trust me, I mean, there's sometimes you got to put up with some pretty nasty individuals. And if I didn't like it, I actually love doing what I do. So as far as I can see in the future, I love doing it. So to me, there ain't that much downside to it. I'm going to be betting the games regardless. So I might as well try and help you guys out. Dear Low just asked a great question. Dear Low just asked, is this guy any good? Edward is back. What's going on, buddy? Greg says, Kyle, I live in Arizona, and I go to Laughlin a lot. Hope to see you there sometime and have a cold one. Absolutely, Greg. If you see me there, definitely come say hello. We get down there quite a bit. We have property in over the river in Bullhead City, so And it's just a hop, skip, and a jump from being here in the Vegas area, Boulder City. So it's about 90 minutes, 75-minute drive, depending on how quickly I'm driving. But yeah, if you see me down there, definitely hit me up. The real DJX 214. Kyle is the truth. We got tickets over here. We definitely got tickets. Tracy Bell, what free play did I miss? You missed the over in the Oakland Athletics Boston Red Sox game. Over 8.5 runs. It's already 6-3. It was over in the bottom of the 4th inning. Let's see. Richard, funny question. Yep. If you want to win money, then he is very good. If you like losing, then he sucks. Toby. I like that one. If you like winning, if you like to win money, then he's very good. But if you like losing, he sucks. That's a great one. Demo Falcone, Dearlo, he is really, really good. Yes, Jason, it was a great one. Thank Jay Betts. I appreciate that. Absolutely, Demo. We like to hammer it. We like to pound it. Definitely like to make that easy money. Thank you, Leon. That probably best describes us as Jacob. Is what Ryan and Leon just said. You guys want somebody that's honest, that's will always shoot you straight, regardless of how it hurts your feelings or somebody else's feelings, then you're in the right place, because I'll piss off all the other companies out there because we will speak the truth and nothing but the truth. And it definitely pisses people off. But if you want somebody that actually bets their own games, bets every single play they put out, believes in their own games, and treats their clients not only with respect, but treats them properly, you're definitely in the right place. But if you want somebody who's going to yell and scream at you and call you a loser and be out to steal your hard-earned money and scam you every chance you can get, go take a look at Bozo and everybody else out there. So let's jump right into that college basketball with that note. 2 games to break down. We're going to break down hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Hello. Yes. Yes. Log into your account. I seen you texted my phone, so I figured it was you can log in. Turn your phone sideways. Yes, that little box with 4 little windows in it, click it. That'll take you to the members dashboard area. My pleasure, sir. Yep. Any questions, text me or just give me a call back. Yep, no problem. Okay, we're ready to roll. Jose, you just saw 3 phones. There's this one. There's this one. And there's that one. There is. There's actually one right there, too. Jay, we definitely need one. It's in the works. It's in the works. When we actually had one put together, it just wasn't up to our standards for what we wanted it to do. It just was not... we want everybody to be able to log in and purchase on it or get their plays or the free play or all the videos. So once it's we don't want to release it when it's not ready yet. Greg, nope, haven't missed nothing. Michael Myers, what's going on? Dear Lo, what do you look at when you're choosing a team to bet on? We look at a lot. Look at a lot of things. Every variable that you can get your hands on. Let's break down some of these games. Hopefully we can help you guys out. Michael Myers, how does your system plays work? We already went over this one, but I have no problem going over it again. But what I'm going to do is we're going to break down these games before I get back into our system plays. Hold on one second, guys. Cappers Direct. Uh-huh. Okay. What's your last name, sir? I'll pop up your account. Okay, and what's your question? Sure, give me about 1 hour. Is this what's the best number to reach you at? Sir, I'm actually filming a live show. So I'm actually live on the air. Would you like me to discuss your account while I'm live? I'm sure you don't. Sure. What's the best phone number to call you back at? Uh-huh. Okay, so the number on your account. Yep, we will. I will give you a call back as soon as I get off live. You're welcome, Carlos. We'll talk to you shortly. Okay, we are back. Let's see, what did we miss? Jonathan just summed it up pretty good. But I will definitely go over the system plays again before we get offline. But what we're going to do is I'm going to break down cool, dear low. Stay as long as you want or as short as you want. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down these two games. And then I'll be more than happy to go over system plays and what are they and how you can benefit from them as well. I already went over them twice earlier. I'll be more than happy to go over them again. Just going to do it as soon as we're done breaking down these games. One second, guys. Just logging into the system, we're going to break down the games. Alrighty. First one we're going to break down. We're going to break down the Green Bay and Marshall game for you guys. First one we're going to break down will be that one. Okay. Got it all up and running now. That way we could jump in. I want to look and take a look at where the money is for you guys because I know some of you guys like to factor that when you're breaking down a game. Richard, I'll be more than happy to answer it again to you, but offline as well. It's not a big deal. I answer it a ton of times a day because everybody is asking about them. But, you know, when you make a ton of money on them, everybody wants to be a part of them. So, taking a look at the money, guys, on the Green Bay and Marshall, taking a look at the line first. Marshall opened up 4.5-point favorite. That line is up to 5.5. Excuse me, total opened up at 172. It's now down to 168.5 on the total on that game. Taking a look at the money. Where's the money hanging on this game to start? It's fairly evenly matched when it comes to the spread. 54% taking Marshall laying the points. Just 40% Green Bay. 68% on the under. 32% on the over. When it comes to money line bets, 84% of the public is riding with Marshall on the money line. Let's see here. Diving into the game. Opened up the wrong window there. We got 22-14 Marshall, guys, who's riding a nice 3-game win streak. They did lose their last game in the Conference USA tournament against Southern Miss. They've got wins in the postseason against Indiana, University of Purdue, Presbyterian winning 83-66, and most notably just the other day squeaking by Hampton at 80-78 back on Tuesday. Here they face Green Bay, guys, who's on a streak. They also lost their last game of the tournament in the Horizon League tournament, losing to Wright State 66-54. They've got wins in the postseason against East Tennessee State, winning 102-94. A win against FIU, Florida International, winning 98-68, beat them by 30. Then they beat Cal State Bakersfield by 15. And then they just dispatched Texas Southern. However, they took overtime to get the job done, winning 87-86 in overtime just on Tuesday. And here they find themselves up against a Marshall team, all right, catching points against Marshall on the road. Diving into these numbers. Diving into each team's numbers, taking a look at Green Bay and Marshall side by side. Both are fairly decent shooting teams all the way around. When it comes to defense, both teams struggle on the defensive side of the court. Green Bay, guys. My pleasure, Richard. I'll touch base as soon as we get offline as well. Green Bay knocking down 34.6%. 51.8% from the field. They hit 34.6% of all their pointers. They're knocking down 51.8% of all their two-point plays, all their jump shots, layups, dunks. And they're a 70.3% free throw shooting team. Not the best free throw shooting team, but they are clipping 70%, which is about middle of the pack. They're ranked 186 in the free throw shooting department and all of Division I. Marshall on the other side of the court, guys, hitting 51.9% from the field. Very, very, very similar number, just off of 0.1%. All their three-point plays, 34.8% of all their three-pointers. They knock down 51.7% of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. They are hitting just 72.5% of all their free throw attempts. So from the field, three-point shots, all their two-point plays, very, very, very similar numbers, just off just by a hair. When it comes to free throws, a little over a 2% advantage for Marshall. Not much of an advantage there. When you're taking a look at inside conference play, how do these teams fare in conference play? Their numbers actually went up in every category with the exception of three-point shooting, where they dropped from 34.5% on average three-ball shooting down into the 33.8 for Marshall and 32.6 for Green Bay. However, their free throw numbers jumped to 74.1% of all free throws made for Green Bay compared to 76.3 for Marshall. So they definitely picked it up during conference, most for them in those tough games in interleague play. Both teams go to the bench for bench personnel over 25% of the time. Marshall goes to the bench for 25.4% of all minutes played by bench personnel compared to 31.5% for Marshall. Height advantage on this one, it's nearly an inch height. I mean, you could round up and call it a solid inch height advantage on average per player for Marshall. Two-foul participation protocol, there is a slight advantage. The taller team is Green Bay, excuse me. There is a slight advantage on the two-foul participation protocol for Marshall, who finds themselves only in it 16.6% of the time. But for Green Bay, guys, they find themselves, and all it is just a head coach's style of play. And Link Darner, the head coach of the Green Bay Phoenix, guys, it's his style of play that he will allow certain players to play that last bit of the first half with two fouls already on the boards for him for 28.6% of all minutes played. So what that means in a nutshell, if there's 10 minutes remaining in the first half and one of his key players, Sandy Cohen or Tank Hemphill, Jaquan McLeod, Cam Hankerson, one of those starting five, or PJ Pipes starting five, there you go. One of those key players has two fouls in the first half. play him for 28.6% of the remaining minutes. So for halfway through the first half, he's likely to play those players for 28.6% of the remaining minutes, which would be 2.8 minutes. So still gives those players still gives them playing time, which could definitely hinder their outcome on defense, because if a player's got 2 fouls, he's less likely to swat at a ball and risk that 3rd foul. He's more likely to step out of the way or not get his hands in the way when it comes to the defensive side of things. And he may not just play that hard hustling on the ball on offense either. So definitely it's a stat that can definitely affect the total on the game, as well as a player time he'll get in the second half if he picks up a 3rd foul before halftime. Marshall guys, Dan and Tony, his style of play. Not only does he play mostly man like the Green Bay Phoenix, but his 2 foul participation protocol numbers are pretty low at just 16.6%. He stays on the low side of that statistic right there, and that's a stat that not everybody even has access to, let alone pays attention to. It's definitely a very, 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 very important one. We do have a play on this game. Matter of fact, we have a play not only on the side but the total on this one, so I'm not going to give my personal opinion on this one just yet. I might just be one of the premium plays that I give away when it's all said and done. We'll see. We'll find out. But let's just jump right into that second game that we're going to break down, guys, between Lipscomb and Texas. That'll be the second game that we touch. That's crazy. For a second, I thought my live feed went out. I hit the refresh button, and it showed that I was offline for a split second. So I was like, hey, wait a second. I'm chatting with myself for the last 10 minutes. But apparently I'm not. So that's a good thing. We're still live. If you guys are not on board for our premium plays, we've got 2 big premium plays today. I've got 1 big personal play. We've got 3 system plays left. We're already 1-0 on our system plays today. That makes us 3-0 on the year. We just hit a free play. We're going to close out one of our system plays, win, lose, or draw remaining today. Hopefully it ends up being a win, so that way we can say we're 4-0 to start the new Major League Baseball season on our system plays. We've got 2 brand new ones starting today. So if you want to get on board those, you still have plenty of time to get on board those and make yourself some money long-term, long season, and it will put money in your pocket. William texts me, don't worry, I talk to myself all the time. Same thing, but, I thought I was filming live. Thank God that we still are filming live, so. I'm glad to know we're still live. That's always a positive thing. So if you guys are not on board our plays, guys, we still have our combo package where you can get a week of our premium plays as well as a week of my personal plays simultaneously, side by side. Guys, these are the biggest games that we do offer. You can get a week combo package. It's normally $1,000 a week just for our premium plays alone. You can pick up a week combo package, premium plays, and my personal plays. You get a week of instant access. Get your premium plays right on the website. You can work with me one-on-one directly for my personal plays. It's $350. You get it right on the website. And if you want to just try us out for a 3-day trial. Pick up 3 days of our premium plays, or you can pick up 3 days of my personal plays. Either or for just $99. Take out, whichever one you want, or you can buy both. But if you're looking at buying both, I would definitely look at that combo package. Hang tight 1 second. All right, Jose, just replied to you, bud. So So let me move this live chat window back over. We're going to touch base on this last game, the Texas game. Guys, let's take a look at the odds, and we'll see where the money's at on this game. Boston just moved a runner to second base with 2 outs. Andre, how are you, sir? Texas, guys, opened up as a 1.5-point favorite. It's still 1.5 in quite a few spots, although the MGM properties just bumped it down to 1. Sorry, looking at the Red Sox game. Total on that game opened up at 148. Total is now down to 142.5 and dropping. All right, taking a look at the money, looking at the replay of the Red Sox game. Taking a look at the money on this, guys. 62% of all bets coming in are on Linscomb, just 38% rolling with Texas. Total on this game, 37% are on the over, 63% on the under. 63% are on the money line. All have Linscomb on this game, taking the dog on the money line. Before we start breaking down this game, Arturo P just asks, hey Kyle, do you take Visa gift cards? If so, do they need to get to cover taxes or just flat rate? It's just flat rate, Arturo. Just remember that before you use it, make sure you activate it online. That way it's eligible for online purchases with a zip code. So I think you just need to activate it with your zip code and then you'll be good to go. But yeah, we take all as long as it's got a Visa or MasterCard, Discover, or American Express logo, we take it. We can also do Bitcoin, any type of cryptocurrency, as well as PayPal if needed. Those aren't on the website, but we can definitely take those. Yes, Jose, no more Jack is needed. That cup needs a refill. All right, guys, taking a look at this game. Let's dive right into it. My pleasure, Arturo. Taking a look at Texas, guys, 20-16 overall on the year, 4-game win streak. They lost their last 2 games of the regular season. They lost 4 out of their last 5 regular season games. They lost to Oklahoma, Baylor, Texas Tech, and TCU. Their only win came against Iowa State in their Big 12 Conference tournament. They lost right away to Kansas in the first round, 65-57. They went 8-10 in conference play. All right, Big 12 Conference. Texas went 8-10 in conference play. Not an easy conference to play in, especially if you're struggling like Texas was late in the game. They had a good non-conference schedule, opened up with 5 straight wins, and they had 3 straight losses. The NIT tournament, guys, they entered the tournament as a 2 seed, and they've got 4 straight wins. They beat South Dakota State 79-73. Took overtime, but they beat Xavier 78-76. And then they beat Colorado by 13, 68-55. And they also beat TCU, smashed them by 14, 58-44 just on Tuesday. In a very, very, very low-scoring game that saw a total of 102 points. Taking a look at Linscomb, guys, 29-7 straight up the entire season. That Atlantic Sun Conference, guys, they ended up going 14-2 in the conference. Their only losses came by way of Liberty and Florida Gulf Coast. Dave says he bet the wrong game. Just bet the other side. If you bet the other side for the same amount, you'll just lose a little bit of juice, but it's like laying off of it. Or roll the dice. Linscomb, guys, entered their Atlantic Sun Conference tournament. They won the first 2 games against Kennesaw State, NJIT. They lost to Liberty again, 74-68. And then in the NIT tournament, they entered the NIT tournament, the National Invitation Tournament, guys, as a 5 seed with a win over Davidson, winning 89-81. They beat UNC Greensboro 86-69. Then they squeaked by NC State 94-93 in a high-scoring game. And then they just got by Wichita State 71-64. in a game where Wichita State was up by 11 late in the game and just absolutely collapsed and fell apart. My personal opinion, they're lucky to be here, where they're at, especially the way Wichita State came back, but Wichita State has allowed them to be here, 100%. Thank you, Lewis. I do appreciate that. Definitely will Barbershop Talk another win tomorrow. Don Doe, hello. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Taking a look at these two teams side by side. Lipscomb and Texas side by side. Let's compare the numbers. One's a good shooting team. One's a poor shooting team. However, that poor shooting team comes out of a very, very, very tough Big 12 conference with normal competition like Kansas, TCU, Baylor, Iowa State, West Virginia, Texas Tech. So Texas has seen some tough competition this year, no doubt about it, and that's definitely one of the factors why for their poor shooting. Starting off with Lipscomb guys hitting 55.1% from the field compared to 50.7% for Texas. Lipscomb, the 36th best three-ball shooting team in all of Division I, hitting 37.7% compared to the 34.8% three-ball shooting from Texas. When it comes to those two-point plays, Lipscomb not missing much, hitting 0.1% of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk compared to 49.7% of Texas. Free throw shooting. Lipscomb, an excellent free throw shooting team. Matter of fact, they're the 26th best in all of Division I, hitting 75.7%. Compared to 69.4% of Texas. However, I will tell you this, in conference play, Texas picked it up. They were hitting 75.6% from the free throw line, whereas Lipscomb dropped down to 73.1%. Both go to the bench for over 30%, 30.9% exactly for Texas for the amount of minutes played by people coming off the bench, compared to 34.2% of bench players receiving playing time. And how much playing time for Lipscomb? Experience level, add almost a full year of experience level onto the team at Lipscomb when it gives a height advantage, a full inch height advantage for the players on Texas on average. In the two-foul participation protocol, pretty dead even, 17.4% of the time in that first half for Texas compared to 14.4% for Lipscomb. Kathy Savage, hello, thank you for tuning in. So a lot of these numbers are, fairly consistent with both teams. Excuse me. Where on paper-wise, if you look at it you got to factor in a lot more than just paper. You got to look at strength of schedule, and you got to say, okay, well, who's Lipscomb play? Okay, they did beat TCU. That's a good comparison. They beat TCU back on November 20th. They beat them 73-64. They beat them by 9. How did Texas favor against TCU? That's another Big 12 foe. They lost twice to them. They lost 69-56 and 65-61. Okay? You got to look at Lipscomb. Who else did they play? And how else did they fare? They lost by 4 to Louisville. They lost by 17 to Clemson. Non-conference play, that's about it as far as competition goes. On a daily basis or weekly basis, you have to look at the fact of who does Texas play on a weekly basis versus Lipscomb. Trent, yes, it'll get added on. I promise you will not miss it. If you're already on board our premium plays, the week that you get free for being on our March Madness package, which just gets tacked onto the back. That Yeti is empty. So as far as a matchup on these two teams, when you look at the numbers, the numbers are very, very, very similar and very close, but there's a slight edge to Lipscomb. But when you take a look at how teams are playing, who they're beating to get to where they are right now, Lipscomb's played Davidson, UC Greensboro, NC State. That's their biggest win, and then Wichita State. Texas had to get through South Dakota State, Xavier, the Pac-12's Colorado, and TCU. So as far as a lean on this game, we do have a play on one of these ones. But I'll tell you this, myself personally, I lean towards Texas on this. I know the numbers statistically wise point towards Lipscomb, but you got to look at the fact that who Texas plays in their conference on a daily basis, weekly basis, however you want to call it. I think the teams in the Big 12 are a lot tougher than the teams you're going to find in the Atlantic Sun Conference, regardless of your win or loss record. I think playing teams like TCU, Kansas, Iowa State, Baylor, West Virginia, Kansas State, Oklahoma, Iowa State, Texas Tech, I think that's tougher competition than playing teams like Jacksonville State, North Florida, Stetson, NJIT, Kennesaw State, Florida Gulf Coast. Let's just face it, the talent in the Big 12 is a lot bigger than what you're going to find in that Atlantic Sun Conference. And yes, Richard, I do believe with you, Wichita State should have won that game. They had that game up until the end, and they just fell apart, stepping on the sidelines, out of bounds. I mean, just senseless errors. And as Jose just said, Texas fight, Texas fight, Texas fight. So, and Lorenzo, I agree with what you just said. He goes, I like Shaka Smart. He's a great coach for Texas. Kyle, I agree with you. Shaka Smart's a great coach, and he should definitely be able to coach his team past Lipscomb. Is it going to be an easy game? No. Are they playing in the big spotlight? Yes. Primetime game, 7 p.m. Eastern, ESPN, Madison Square Garden. No home court advantage, neutral site game. More travel for Texas than Lipscomb, who's coming from Nashville. Tennessee, compared to Texas, who's coming from, flying in from Austin. Absolutely, Edward. Strength of schedule, 84 compared to Lipscomb, 71. Alrighty, let's see here. I am going to get you guys on a free play. Should be a nice free play for you guys. We're already 1-0 on our free plays. Oakland A is just tallying in the run, so for whoever's on Boston, I feel sorry for you at the moment. 7-3 Oakland. And it's not going to get any easier for them, that's for sure. Give me 1 second, guys. So, with that being said, a lot of NHL action tonight, guys. We have 2 plays in the NHL tonight. 2 money line plays. Love what we're putting out today in the NHL, as well as our 2 March Madness package. reading through some of these past comments. Edward, Boston over was a lock. Absolutely, we got that winner done in the bottom of the fourth inning. That was really, really, really nice. Remember, guys, when you jump on board our premium plays, our system plays, you get instant access to the plays. You always log in and get your plays right on the website. You're never waiting for some ding-dong or jackass to email you the games from his, mama's basement or, the back of the restaurant or, whatever the case may be. You're not waiting around for your plays. You always get them all the time right on our website. And as soon as you sign up, you actually get instant access to them. You're not waiting around. That's the best part about it. You're not waiting around for your free plays or your paid plays. So we post them up there every single day. Robert Beeman, what about the March Madness package? Nothing to talk about just yet. We don't got no winners. We don't got no winners just yet. 3 more games to go for that one. 3 more games to go for that. Alrighty, let's see here. Who's betting what tonight? I'm going to start getting you guys on a free play. Get you guys on your merry way. We've been live for just a hair under 2 hours right now. Yes, Edward, that's a hell of a futures bet on Texas Tech. 1,500 futures bet for Texas Tech to win it all. Bet last November, pays $301,500. You could actually go buy that ticket, I believe, for $50,000 if it's not already been purchased. He's trying to get paid from it without having to hedge, because in order to have that ticket, you got to have quite a bit of money, close to $250,000, just to be able to hedge to guarantee yourself a profit. And it'll be very hard to guarantee yourself a big profit with that purchase price of 60 or 65K, whatever it was. But I did see that yesterday, and I was like, oh, hell of a score right there. That's for sure. That's for sure. It was a hell of a score. And if he doesn't sell the ticket, I hope he's hedging. I hope he's hedging. My live feed go. So we asked for you guys to post in the comments, who do you guys like? Post in the comments who you guys like. And for today's games, before we get you guys on our free play, going to pull one of our games out of one of our packages and get you guys on another nice winner. We already hit one of our free plays today. Grant says Cubs will be a 500 team this year. I hope. Edward says Boston over was a lock. Yes, sir. Brandon says Marshall's under 168 question mark. Kathy Savage likes the Bucks -5, over 8.5 in the Cubs game. And in the NHL, she likes Colorado. Garrett Sutter likes Marshall versus Green Bay under 168. Zachary Keys says Texas money line. Infamous one. No, that's not opposed. Let's see. Toby says he took Texas. Joe Dirt likes St. Louis puck line. Kyle likes Texas tonight and the Cubbies to avoid the sweep. Lorenzo likes Texas and Marshall. Roland likes Green Bay +5.5. Green Bay under 167. Toby took the over 168 on Marshall, but I'm second-guessing myself. It's never good to second-guess yourself, but never good to second-guess yourself. But I have been there many a times. Johnny K likes pork chops tonight. Those pork chops are sounding good. Pork chops actually sound really good. I got a text message from William. Says every service and their mother is on Lipscomb. Extra gravy, applesauce. Toby says, I went to go under, then went with my gut. Alboxy likes Tampa money line. I'm riding with the home team. YSL likes Marshall under. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, guys, what I'm going to do now. Jonathan says, advice on NBA plays before playoffs. Jorge, good afternoon. B. Phil is anxiously waiting on premium picks. If that's for the March Madness package, I believe it's going to be going on tomorrow. Should be. They were waiting for March Madness to start winding down and all the plays to start winding down. And I believe that all starts tomorrow. So either tomorrow or Saturday the latest, but I think it's starting tomorrow. All right, going to get you guys on a nice free play. We haven't given out one of these yet. We're going to give a play out of our March Madness a play out of our March Madness package. Grant, I just seen your email come through, bud. So I will I'll reply to that as soon as we get offline. But those are excellent questions about the system plays. Excellent questions. So I'll reply to that here as soon as we get offline. I got one phone call to call this one gentleman back. And Cedric, if you're listening, I will definitely call you right back as soon as we get offline. Hey, Markham, how are you, sir? You haven't missed nothing just yet, just in time for a nice free play. We did win our first free play of the day on the Red Sox and Oakland over 8.5. That's a nice, easy winner early. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys a free play out of our March Madness package. So for everybody that's on our March Madness package, I do apologize. You already have this play for free. Because, well, not for free, but part of our March Madness package. But I will be live again tomorrow at 1 point tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure of the time just yet, but I will be live at 1 point tomorrow. Probably around the same time as we went live today, probably around 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 on the East Coast. Try and go live again for you guys tomorrow. And then obviously we'll be live Saturday morning, Sunday morning for our normal Cappers Nation shows, which will be now more geared towards all things sports betting now that March Madness is just about done. The madness is about over, folks. The madness is about over. Matt Smith, give Kyle a thumbs up on the other page. Thank you. Yeah, we do appreciate every time that you guys give us a thumbs up. We definitely appreciate it. Every time you guys, if you guys are new to our channel and you subscribe, we appreciate it. Every time you guys view the video or leave a comment in the video, it definitely helps us out in the Google algorithm. The more user participation we have, the better it is. for our rankings. And the bigger we can build this show, the bigger it becomes, the more we'll give to you guys absolutely free. So make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys hit that share button. Share it on your Twitter, your social media. It's always greatly appreciated every single time they do, or every time you guys do. We greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, free play for you guys. Just popping up the odds, making sure nothing has changed since when we gave it out. It's all good to go. Guys, free play in 51 minutes. Lipscomb in Texas, guys, right out of our March Madness package. I do believe it's going to be a nice, big winner for everybody today. We were all rolling with Texas. We took them on the money line rather than laying 1.5 or 2 earlier. Just taking it on the money line, laying $1.25 was a much better risk versus reward versus laying the points. I'd hate to see Texas have a tough game and squeak by winning by 1 or winning by 2, and some people get a push. So we're rolling on the money line, guys. Texas on the money line. Nice, easy, free play winner for you guys. Posting it in the comments here. You're up there, Mr. Beeman. You're first. You're first. You're going to like it. It's going to be a fun time. And for everybody that's participated in the March Madness bracket, I know we threw it together last minute. We're going to do it even bigger next year. Literally, we built it. We put it together. A couple people asked for it during a live show the day before the tournament started. And I said, sure, hold on. And we went over to ESPN, and I created it all the night before. So literally just less than, I think it was 10 hours to spare. We got it up, so it'll be definitely a good time. Lorenzo, I'm not playing any of the first period overs today, bud. I've got 2 NHL games, part of our NHL package that we're playing. And speaking of our NHL package, guys, they actually have it on sale. NHL's winding down. You can get the rest of the NHL season, including the playoffs and the Stanley Cup Finals, for $99. I know I haven't mentioned that. It is on the website. It's $99. You get all of the Stanley Cup playoffs and the finals, including the rest of the regular season, which just has a couple days, for $99, which is a hell of a deal. And don't forget, guys, system plays. If you guys ever have any questions about those and you want to know how to bet them, you want to know how to take advantage of them, feel free to give me a call, shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to walk you through it, tell you exactly what they are and how to benefit from them. And just remember this, there's going to be a lot of haters out there that talk shit about them because we're on the top of the world and we do participate in them. I do bet them. I bet every single one that I give out, and if they weren't beneficial for me to bet, I wouldn't bet them. All right, and if I didn't bet them, I wouldn't have you guys bet them either. That's a fact. But you're going to get a lot of people that talk shit about them. You know, Bozo the Clown's going to be one of them. And there's a reason why. It's because they're just not intellectually capable of handicapping a system play, plain and simple. They don't have the smarts. They don't have the wit. They don't have the know-how to do it, plain and simple. There's a reason why only the most successful sports bettors bet system plays. Plain and simple. So you got to ask yourself, the people that you get plays from, are they betting the games? I'm betting them. I show tickets all the time. So you got to ask yourself, the service that you use, do they actually bet the games? And if they do, why won't they show you a ticket? They're going to lie to you and they're going to say, yeah, I bet the games. What I bet doesn't matter, or I bet online. Okay, take a screenshot. Everybody's got an iPhone or an Android these days and can take a screenshot of what they bet. It's pretty easy. Anybody can take a picture of their ticket if they're betting in the casino. I don't care if they're betting on the offshore with a local bookie or in the casino. They should have a ticket. They should be able to prove to you guys that what you're betting, they're betting. What you're putting you guys work way too hard to put your money on a game that somebody else that's giving it to you won't even risk their own. All they're doing is they're gambling with your money. They're praying that you win so that way you keep buying packages. Or if you signed up with an affiliate link for BetDSI or Bovada on their website, they're hoping that you lose because they make more money when you lose. They get a kickback every time you lose. When you click that link, like for instance, all these other sports services, they advertise a sports book. When you click that link, they get paid when you lose. So when they don't have a winning record or they don't have a winning record on free plays, you got to ask yourself, why? Well, they're certainly not going to get rich selling you a $9 package, okay? They're definitely not going to get rich selling you a $9 package. But where they're going to make their money is when you lose, because they make up to 40% kickback from the offshore casinos that you signed up with the link on their website or the link on their YouTube page. So, my advice to you guys, I don't care if you don't ever buy a package from us. Bet with people that are actually financially invested in these games. What that means is that they're actually betting them. And they'll show you a ticket. I don't care if it's $1,000 or $100,000. Bet with people that actually bet the games. Not with some jokers who are playing with your money. You work way too hard to let some child who's slinging pancakes, selling paint, cleaning latrines, to gamble with your money. You guys work way too hard for your guys' money. So be careful, guys. Invest with people that are financially invested along the same side as you. All right? Everybody here at Cappers Direct, we all bet the games. So when you hear a lot of people talk shit, and you're not going to hear a lot of people talk shit. You'll hear one or two on YouTube. Oh, system plays, they're a gimmick, they're a scam. Just remember that guy's not intellectually smart enough to be able to do them anyways. If he was, he'd be doing them. There's a reason why the best sports bettors in the world do them. So, with that being said, guys, enjoy that free play. Good luck. We're already 1-0 on free plays today. 2-0 when it's all said and done. Hopefully, I can tell you guys in tonight's daily free play video that we are 4-0-1 on the new month, in the month of April. Absolutely, Toby, peeling potatoes. So, any questions, guys? Feel free to give us a call, 888-561-8923, or shoot us an email, cd@cappersdirect.com. Enjoy that free play, guys. We will see you guys live tomorrow, and we'll see you guys in another video later tonight. All right, guys? Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Good luck. God bless. Always bet within your means, and don't do anything stupid. We'll see you.